So this is the way I'm going to cut this down over into this wall here, because it's gonna, this drain goes right into the wall. You can see my pencil marks there. That's what's getting cut out. Welcome back, everybody. Got another great video for you. Final video. Did all my workarounds work? I know I didn't get to answer everybody's question. There were hundreds and hundreds, if not even thousands of questions. Some of them are a bit strange. So I've created a whole nother video, a very in-depth video. I answer some of the burning questions, your desires. A big one was about why not remove the linoleum or the sheet vinyl. Got a great answer for you. It's a video answer from 2016 where I actually show you step by step the torturous process of removing vinyl and the underlayment and what happened. That video is available on Patreon right now. You can go click the top link in the description, takes you right there. Now if you don't want the long detailed version, just watch this one and see just how simple this type of remodel can be. Perfect. Man, that's gonna work out great. So some of you may be wondering why the heck I haven't removed this top, or why am I doing all this heavy lifting with this top? It came glued from the factory. It's glued on there really good. And I didn't want to cut all the glue off, just have to redo it and risk marring it up or messing it up. It looks like it's going to work, but I am going to need an extension. Gotta extend this down, and I need a 1/4 inch to 1.5 inch adapter here. Actually, it's this thing and the nut that goes there. Here's a little tip for you. Make sure you get these in on the right side. They look identical. They've got red and blue just to indicate hot and cold. Don't get going too fast, put them in the wrong sides, and make sure that they're going to shut off in the direction that you want. So you just blowing them. This is how we want this one to go, so that they're shut off when they are parallel to the wall, on, off. So this is how this reducer works. This is a nut for 1.5. And when you buy the kit, it comes in a little bag just like this. It comes with the little gasket for 1.5 and a reducer for the 1.25, just like that. So I'm having a few issues getting this to seal up. All my slip joints were good, but this joint right here, if you can see, I'll try to zoom in, I don't know, but there are some chips in the glazing here. This rubber gasket right here gets screwed up in there. It goes right on top of here, and you tighten this nut up like this. See how that works? Bad lighting, sorry. And it pushes this cone-shaped rubber gasket right up into that hole. Well, I've done it twice, and I've cranked on it pretty darn good to the point where I don't want to crank on it anymore, and I'm still getting a leak in the exact same spot right back here next to this chipped glazing. So here's what it looks like underneath with all the plumbing installed. Took approximately 2 minutes to make that cut. All the drawers still function. This is the original shape of this shelf. And about that chipped glazing that caused this to leak, I just smeared a little bit of silicone on there and it doesn't leak at all. So right about there is where it's gonna go. That looks about right. Look at the line, there's the line right there. Just like that. Okay. Final answer. Dangerous. Whoa! Ooh. Danger zone. We're hooked good there. There it is. Right there. Hooked right here. Up in there. Nice, looking good. There it is. Doesn't go that way. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, that's weird. Perfect. So here's an example of how things were done in the 90s when these light bars were spec'd out. They just slapped a box right on the stud and they just bang it over, the wires over, just by smashing into the drywall to get this centered because the box isn't centered. So when I go to change this out, I'll have to shallow pan box right over this stud, centered on the sink, and then do all the drywall repairs to cover up all these holes and to delete that box. Now there's going to be some more confusion. This is an old, original 1990s light bar. I'm taking this one out because it was rusted. I'm taking another light bar from another part of the house that isn't rusted and putting it in here. Now they didn't even have their ground hooked up on the last wire, just shoved back in there. But we'll bring it out and screw down the ground screw. Thanks for watching my video, everybody. I really appreciate your time, your eyeballs, watching me work. I've been doing this for a long time. I had to dig back into the Rolodex of my over 500 videos to find the video clips that I put in that Patreon only, we'll call it the Handyman's Director's Cut of this project. All 3 parts put together. Beyonce, can't keep your hands off. All 3 parts put together, but clipped down with me going over all the questions that I received in the comments and explaining to you what happens in the real world. The conversations with the homeowners, what they requested me to do, their process in selecting the materials, how much they paid. Everybody wants to know, how much did they pay for that vanity? How much did just the tile cost? That 25 square foot of tile. People would lose their minds if they knew how much that cost. Before anybody even lifted a box or hauled it all the way up the stairs, or cut it up. That link's in the top of the description. Go over, check it out. There's a lot more videos over there that don't make it to YouTube. We got the pocket door video that didn't make it to YouTube. We got the live stream. Holy cow, Beyonce. Last week's live stream, it was 5.5 hours. I'm gonna trim it down just a little bit. It was a good one. I don't think there's a good chance you might get offended. That's why it's over there on Patreon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.